Welcome to This is the Name of This Podcast. I am
The
one of your
podcast.
hosts, The Podcast.
I don't. I could be wrong.
Nope,
Actually,
it is. This is the name of the podcast. I
All right.
believe.
Yeah, we're going
I
to
don't
end up
know.
naming it something else, maybe.
Probably.
I'm Lorenz,
I'm Andres.
And I'm Carson.
Hope
and
you
we
can
didn't
tell.
prepare anything to talk about, so this is
Yeah.
going to be kind of a mess.
On the plus, though, we have a better audio.
We do
setup
have a
this
better audio
time.
system.
so you can listen to us talk about nothing and
But
nice,
it'll
crispy
sound-
audio.
It'll sound a lot better.
Yeah, we definitely the next time we'll have a different crowd. First of all, whether it is
Our homie Dave or our homie
or
Tony.
our homie Tony, we're not sure which one or both. And we'll have topics by then.
Maybe, if we
Well,
get on top of our shit.
We just have to be on. Yeah, we need to. We need to
I'm
be
sure
more
David
active
I'm sure
in that
David
chat.
will have something to talk about.
I think the
Possibly.
most prepared person
Hopefully
is
it's
either going to be
nothing
Andres or
too-
Antonio.
Airheady.
Just going off
I
personality.
mean, I have one thing. I guess I kind of thought I didn't write it down or anything, but I thought about it.
throw it out there.
I was
Riff
just
off of it.
The reason I came. We pushed this back. We were supposed to do this earlier. If you're
Mhm.
listening. I was doing this Q&A, like Zoom
Oh.
Q&A thing, with Charlie Kaufman for that new movie.
Who's Charlie Kaufman?
He's a writer director. Like
And
he
you
wrote.
actually talked with him?
No, it's like there's an intermediate, and you type questions in, and they ask.
Ah.
But there was like 300. Some of my questions didn't even get answered. But anyways, there's like a host question guy,
Yeah.
and he's just like
Proctor.
rambling. Yeah, exactly. He's just rambling on, and it made me kind of think. It made me mad first off because lots of dumb questions are being asked, like, Charlie, what's your favorite burger? Like not like that bad, but like things that are just very
Travis
surface
Scott burger.
level
Travis Scott burger.
and kind of boring.
Yeah.
But made me wonder, and this is a question I'm gonna ask to you guys: what is the art of a good question?
Oh.
Do you think?
Definitely depends on the
Yeah,
context.
it's
but
completely subjective. Are you because questions can either be time wasters,
Mm-hmm.
they can be introspective and go to answer something, they can be conversation starters,
Right.
they can be it all depends on your MO, like what's your motive in that
It's true.
situation.
Context is
in that
important.
case that you're talking about, those kind of questions are like third grader icebreaker type
Yeah.
beat,
Exactly.
I think the best
Obviously, at least I know what you're looking for is more artistic or skill, like those kind
something
of
like
questions.
more interesting.
Something that's maybe more about
not something you could just look up online or
yeah.
whatever.
exactly.
Maybe
Maybe something about his methods or his
something you could
Right.
ask to not just him, something specific to that individual.
Well,
at
Exactly.
least.
for me it would be
What is
more
your
like
address?
what's your
Where
social
do you
security
live?
number. You want to get the most out of the time that you have with that person. So with your guy Andy Kaufman, you said his name is
Charlie Kaufman.
Charlie Kaufman. He's a director, right?
Yeah, writer director.
Yeah. So if you're presumably there because you want to do something in that industry, or you're a buff and you want to
Right.
further educate yourself upon the topics that
Yeah.
he's involved in. So then basically, a
Mhm.
good question in that situation would be film related, or Andy Kaufman or Andy Kaufman. Who the fuck's Andy
I'm
Kaufman?
Andy.
There's an Andy Kaufman
Andy.
someone, and
I think
he's
there is.
famous for something. Hopefully he's not like a child molester or something that'd suck. Charlie Kaufman, anyway.
So what is he? What are his credits? What has he worked on?
Yeah.
Well, he wrote Being John Malkovich.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Adaptation. Then he directed Synecdoche, New York, and then this was for this recent movie on Netflix. I told you about this, Carson. That I'm thinking of ending things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He
Is it
wrote
good?
that.
He wrote and directed that one.
Whoa.
Wasn't there a book of that?
Yeah,
though?
it was an adaptation.
Of a book that he wrote, or just of a?
Of a book. Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Wait, he wrote and
Um,
directed the movie, right?
Yeah.
He didn't write the book.
No, he didn't write the book. Yeah. So I mean, kind of annoyed me.
I definitely need to watch that movie.
Yeah. Definitely not for everyone, I guess, because it is a little.
Depressing.
It is very depressing, actually. It's very sad. But it's, I don't know. Just like to give context, if anyone wanted to check it out, there's like 3 locations in the movie: a car, a house, and then later on, well, maybe I guess 4. I don't want to spoil what the last one is necessarily. But like the car scenes are like 15, 20 minutes of them in a car just talking, basically. Um, yeah, so it's kind of like that sort of thing, which
Do
isn't
you think-
everyone's alley necessarily.
So this is a good topic. So for me, I want to do something in the music industry when I'm older, or once I've gotten education in that field. Andres and Carson both want to do something in the film industry, and it's all kind of all under the umbrella of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And I think right now with COVID, we might be at a pivotal moment in history where things might change. So do you guys think that, like what you just said, movies
yeah.
where it's only a couple locations and they're long takes, that seems pretty, I don't want to say easy to do, because with that comes all of the new things of only
Right.
being in 2 or 3 locations. But it seems like as far as doing things during a pandemic, it seems like that is pretty easy. So where do you think things are headed with the industry?
Right. Well, I mean, I'd read an article about this last weekend, and it has to do with this movie too. There was 3 kind of big movies that were released in 3 different ways that kind of will influence how things go on from now. There was Mulan,
Right.
which we talked about last time, which was their Disney. You have to already subscribe and then buy it,
Plus pay after you
like
pay
$40
for-
bucks.
Yeah.
So that version.
Redonkulous.
There was the Christopher Nolan Tenet, which was kind of, I think that was released in the U.S. It had already been released internationally, in theaters,
Mm-hmm.
So like the old model,
People go see it in a theater, right?
and then this Kaufman movie on Netflix, So it's kind of 3 different.
Have we figured out which one, did the best, all things considered?
Probably the Netflix one, right?
I'm not sure about the Netflix, because this is the thing. Not the Mulan one.
Yeah,
The
definitely
Mulan
not
one
the
is
Mulan
grossed.
one.
I think I checked the other day, like 7.5 million,
Yeah.
which is a lot, but the budget was like 150, so it's really
Right. Well, this is opening week,
it's
right?
real
So it's
really stinky. Well, opening week it should be getting a lot more.
not- Yeah.
Do most
Um,
Disney movies like surpass their budget in profit, like make a profit
Yes.
within the
Yeah.
first week?
yes,
But
pretty
also
sure.
at the same
So
time,
this
it's
one
Disney,
is
so I
not
think
on that
they-
track,
except
Yeah.
for like an Emperor's New Groove or something,
which
like those
was an
obscure
awesome
ones.
movie.
Yeah, but no, I mean it hasn't opened in China yet, which will probably give it some boost. I mean we talked about this last time, but yeah, it'll see some improvement probably, but
Yeah.
it's looking like it might not even break even, which is good from
Yeah, that's
what we
awesome.
just described.
It's also Disney. Disney doesn't.
and
give
it's
a
not
shit.
going to hurt the
Yeah,
individuals
exactly.
that worked on it. It's just going to
They
hurt.
already made their money.
It's going to
Well,
hurt
it'll hurt-
Disney.
Yeah, it'll hurt.
All the
hurt
people that
Disney.
worked on it have already been compensated.
Yeah.
I'd hope. So I don't even feel guilty.
Yeah,
I don't feel guilty about
Lord
saying
knows
like,
what
yeah,
Disney's got going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it should only really hurt Disney's pocketbooks, which is awesome. Tenet, I think, was like 250 million budget, and so far it's grossed like 175. So it'll make money. It's maybe not as quick as it probably would have without it.
Right.
But at
But
this rate-
it'll get there.
It'll make it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, also,
Uh,
I think for Netflix, this isn't anything new for them because they release Netflix movies all the time. Granted, they don't release Tenet. Said it
Right.
was Christopher Nolan.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't release Christopher Nolan movies all the
Mhm.
time, but they've done that before, so I would assume they'd probably be the best set for that.
Right.
It's funny, my family watched Mulan last night,
Yeah.
and I think they had like
Shame.
10 people over, which again, it's COVID.
Wow.
Shame on us, and not good for having that many people over. But
Outing your own family.
but if you do that like an outdoor movie night and you have a projector, $40 and you bring the whole neighborhood over, that's actually not bad if you're thinking about it. Granted,
Mhm.
you're not in a movie theater and you don't have,
Right.
all your movie theater amenities, but if there are 4 people and they're all watching the movie and you pay $40, it's $10 a person. That's just as much as you'd pay going to a theater.
Right.
So, if they can't force only one pair of eyes to be on it at once.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how things are
Exactly. I
changing.
think that was their justification. It's like, this is cheaper than going to the movie. If you had seen this in the theaters, you would have paid like the same amount and had to buy snacks too, with your
Right.
whole family.
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of their justification for making it that much cash.
I think I brought this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I brought this
Just
up in
go
the
for
last
it.
podcast, but just like riffing off what you guys were saying, I used my brother's VR headset to watch movies
Oh yeah.
in
Like
the
Yeah,
theater,
in the
In the theater
the
setting.
which is
VR
awesome.
theater.
Which is really cool. Even though I was watching Archer, the fucking TV show, nothing like that should deserve to be on a big screen,
Silver
really.
screen, yeah.
But it was really fun.
Mm.
I'm sure that has potential, but then again, VR isn't.
They've been saying VR has potential for years and years
Yeah,
and
and
years.
it's not. I don't know.
I just think right now things are kind of stagnating a little bit, but at the same time people are
Things. Well, what? Just like the industry, or
well,
like
not just. I mean, life in
development?
general. I mean, with
Well,
everything.
sure.
But I think that the creative.
Zoom's not stagnating.
Oh no, that shit's interesting as
Should
hell.
have bought their
Well,
stock.
no, they're just making a bunch of money. Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely should have.
Should have
I
realized.
thought of this right as.
Yeah, me too. But
Like I
just
remember
didn't.
sitting
Jump on it,
in
right?
math
I
class
think it's gonna
before.
crash. Like once this is over, it's gonna go way down.
Probably, but you could
But
still
then
we
you
don't
just
know
sell
if or
it
when this is
before.
gonna
Sell
be
it right
over,
before.
I would just sell in fucking November, maybe
Yeah.
December.
Well, I mean, back to the entertainment thing. I think what it's gonna push is theaters are gonna be hurt a lot. 'Cause
Definitely.
They have not been making money right now. A lot of them are probably gonna have to close down.
Shame.
I remember AMC, huge chain, was saying like we're screwed.
Bankrupt. Yeah.
Like 3 months ago. God knows what their situation is now. And kind of the entertainment industry is probably gonna push more things that go directly to your phone, your TV, your laptop, so streaming services. It's gonna,
Maybe
I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's what it's pushing. It more short form, kind of quick delivered to you, and compared to the theater. I mean, it's already been kind of doing that before, but now this might,
Right,
we'll have to
it kind
see,
of
but we
throws a
don't.
wrench into the.
Maybe it'll
Yeah.
be cheaper to
Machine.
have home theaters now. Like maybe something like AMC will rebrand and be like home theater equipment.
No.
You never know. I mean,
you got to spend a lot if you want it to be.
things are definitely going to change. Like, even if we were to wake up tomorrow and COVID was gone and all the sick people started getting better and on the up and up, there's still going to be, you know what I mean? Like, all the smart, reasonable people are going to go, you know what? This could happen. It will happen again, whether it's with COVID or not.
Right.
Masks should be something that people have on standby. Socially distancing from strangers should also be something that is continued to be done. Sanitizing things. It's just, I genuinely think this is going to change the trajectory of
course.
just society and how things go. Now, I don't know how major it's going to be, and I know that the public kind of like going back to the way things were.
Mm-hmm.
And me too. I mean, I miss being able to see all the homies at school and, all that. But it's just is one of those things
Yeah.
where you never know how things are going to go.
I think there'll be more awareness just about contagion in general. Like you said,
Yeah.
people will probably be they will have masks, hand sanitizer, which I guess that's a good thing though. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt. That's not gonna change your life just to have a mask, not wearing
Right.
it, just like in
But
your
have
house
it on
if you
stand.
need
Exactly.
it, and like using hand sanitizer, washing your hands more.
But like as far as
That's,
movie
you know-
theaters, like I think the next movie theaters they start to build, they're going to space them out more because they don't want people shoulder to shoulder. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm.
think
I don't.
maybe.
I
It
don't know.
depends.
It depends how
depends.
long this goes for. I guess. Who knows, really?
It's hard.
It's
and
hard to call it.
I think it's hard to judge the ramifications of it until it's come to an end. Because like
Right.
I think a lot of people want to return to normal as much as they can, while still being sensible about it. And some people want to
Don't
return
give
to
a shit at
normal
all,
without
right.
being sensible, and it's hard to judge the
Mhm.
majority and whatnot. I think it's going to go back to normal significantly. I
Me
think.
too.
I mean,
for the most part, once it happens, it's just when and
maybe
it's-
maybe there'll be a new theater company that comes out of nowhere because all the
Right.
other ones are gone. Like things like that, maybe.
The thing is, though, it's not going to be like a overnight like.
No,
Right.
certainly
Things
not.
are
normal.
gonna take
It's going to
time.
be a gradual, which sucks. That's the worst thing about it. Even
live music. I mean, I'm glad that we got tickets to that show that got canceled because
Mhm.
when it comes back, we're guaranteed spots.
Right.
Unless
Yeah,
we just
unless-
get our money back.
exactly. They
depends.
could
It
do that.
depends. They have to legally.
How
they
much
have to
were
give
those
us something.
tickets?
Like, you guys paid 50. I paid 25
Wait, what the hell?
because I waited until he switched venues to where there were more seats or
Oh.
more standing room.
Well,
So anyway, it's a moot point because it
We still
probably
get
isn't going to happen.
$50 back.
But
yeah.
like live music, for example, my dad was saying the other day, I love going to concerts. They're one of the few things in life that genuinely bring me all the joy in the world. they're going to be expensive as hell because only 1/6 of the people that they could normally have are going to go. And there are going to be tight regulations on what you're going to be doing there. They're not going to be able to make as much money off concessions at the bar.
Right.
It's going to be a whole thing. Not only is it far off, but when it happens, it's not going to be back in full effect. And I don't think it will be back in full effect for a long time, if even at all. But again, it all depends on what happens with COVID.
Right. It's interesting.
Yeah, but I'm tired of talking about that kind of shit.
Well,
I feel
then
like
in other news, the Travis Scott burger, Travis Scott
course.
meal,
So I've
There's
had
a
it. Has
Travis
anyone
Scott.
else had it?
going to a stupid
Andres,
topic.
have you
I have
had it?
not had it.
I
Carson.
have not had.
I've had it
the
twice.
motherfucking-
Twice.
And
all
here's
right.
the thing.
Twice in like
Does
2
that
days,
that
right?
means it's that means it's
Like
that means
I
it's
remember
good.
the
less than a
first
week.
time
Less
we
than a
had
week.
it.
That means it's good, right?
The thing is,
I'd hope.
I've never been a huge fan of McDonald's. I like fast food. I like food, but I'm not a big McDonald's guy. If I had an option between,
Big
Burger King's
McDonald's.
always been my go-to. I like a Burger King, a
He ain't a big
char-broiled burger.
McDonald's guy.
But I don't know if it's because it's associated with Travis Scott or I just haven't had a quarter pounder in a long time. But it
Oh.
feels like the quality of ingredients has gone up. And like when I'm eating it, it tastes more like an In-N-Out burger than it tastes like some crap that was thrown together. You know what I mean?
Right. Like a
Like,
microwave.
There are tiers.
Mush.
Exactly. There are tiers to it. Like the meat tastes seasoned. It's not just like a brown patty of matter.
Yeah.
So it's definitely good.
They tuned their.
Yeah.
You could say they
Mm.
auto-tuned their
Yeah.
the quality
They
of the,
did. They
with the
auto-
Travis Scott burger.
Auto-tuned burgers.
Yeah.
But I just
Smoother.
I'm definitely satisfied
Corrected.
with it. And if I'm given the opportunity to have one again, I will definitely indulge. But it's not something
Interesting.
I'm gonna go out of my way for.
Well, I mean, it could be just that in the last time you've been there, they've upped their quality.
Yeah.
Or just like locally too,
yeah.
regionally. But maybe they, or maybe just because it's the Travis Scott burger, they.
I doubt that
Yeah.
because it's associated with him, they're doing better.
Oh, of course not.
But I don't know. I've also never had a burger with bacon from I don't know. They just it's
I
two
haven't had a
two
McDonald's
slices.
burger in
It's
a
two
very long
slices
time.
of cheese. It's
Me
a
too.
it's a quarter pounder with 2 slices of cheese and bacon. That's all it is.
Mm.
And
I did have a Five Guys burger today though.
Doesn't it have mustard or like.
and it's got like some other stuff, and then it comes with fries and barbecue sauce because I guess that's how he likes his fries with
I
barbecue
saw
sauce.
that. The ad made me really mad.
Yeah, barbecue
Why?
sauce with
Well, in
fries.
the ad, he's like, same meal, same order since Houston. Like he's always ordered
Yeah.
that. No, he hasn't. That's a lie. Don't lie, Travis. I don't believe you for a
This is
second. This is just
what
your
I order
marketing.
all the
You don't
time.
order this.
Maybe now he does.
Now he does. But they probably what happened is
I would order my own
maybe
burger.
he,
Yeah.
maybe his team approached McDonald's or vice versa. But then he was like, all right, what's my meal? And he just thought of something. It's not like I really doubt the veracity of what he says in the ad.
He's in Fortnite. He's in McDonald's
He's making
now.
moves.
No,
dude.
McDonald's has lore. Shoot, I should have watched
Learn
that
the
video,
lore.
but I saw it. I saw it on my
Well,
Well,
now
like
we have a
YouTube
topic for
recommend,
next time.
and it was McDonald's lore.
McDonald's.
Well, I know there's all
lore.
the characters. There's the Hamburglar. There's
Yeah,
Hamburger.
what's the
there's
purple
a bunch of
guy's-
them.
what's the
I'm
purple
pretty. The
guy's
purple
name?
guy.
Big
purple blob.
snuffleupagus looking ass.
He's just
I
like a
don't know
purple
what he
blob.
is.
I don't.
But there's lore to it, and maybe now
Interesting.
Travis
Scott's part of the
Travis
lore.
is part of it. Maybe
What if they make Travis Scott toys?
he's in
Mhm.
Fortnite.
Where it's him with the mic stand above his head?
And
Maybe.
you know what else is in Fortnite lore now is, and vice versa. The whole the superhero fellas.
Yeah, I
Like Thor and whatnot, they're in Fortnite, and they're
But
like
it's only
canon.
some of them.
Yeah.
I just
Is it
only some
canon?
of 'em.
I don't
I'm
like
pretty
it.
sure it is.
I
It's
didn't
only
know
a
that.
couple of them. I don't.
They're
I
part of the
just-
universe.
I don't understand why Travis
Why-
Scott does like he doesn't need that. He must be so rich, right? What is he?
I mean, he's got the music thing. The thing is that right now he's probably not making any money off of
I-
his musical endeavors, which make. I mean, I don't.
I think he gets like
I'm gonna
a
look up his net
a
worth.
percentage of every burger bought
No.
under his name.
Maybe like
He
a
probably just
penny
got a big
or
money,
fraction
a
of
big money
see.
Yeah.
before he.
Well,
signed
I
on.
saw something the other day, and I don't. I could be completely incorrect, but it was like the top 10 highest grossing tours of all time, and I don't think Travis was on there, but I think number 2 or 3 or 1 was Drake and Migos. But that just goes to show like his genre and his kind of thing. Like at those shows, it's not just. a stage and people doing stuff. It's like coliseums and massive staging and lighting and fire effects and floating cars from the sky. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing. It's not just a tour. It's like a world tour. And they make money. They don't just make
Mhm.
enough money to support them to tour like most musicians. They're making money hand over fist because they can charge $200 a ticket for Coliseum shows
Yeah.
and afford to give away 3/4 of the money to the venues and still make just exorbitant amounts of money.
Yeah.
Off of
Three-quarters of the money to
It
the
says his net worth is 50 million.
50?
Mm-hmm.
50. So it's just like he's missing out on that entirely right now. So
Mansions
it makes
are a
sense
lot.
I
that
mean,
he's
yeah, to
scrounging
sustain what
for-
he does, I'm sure he has his bills monthly are hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
So I
He
mean,
needs to keep working.
And he's still with the Kardashian girl, right?
uh,
Right, Khloe Kardashian.
Dude, I don't
Kendall,
even
Because
trust him.
I don't
Kylie,
follow
I
them, and I
think,
don't give a shit at all.
No, so Kanye's with who?
Kanye's
Kim.
with
Kanye and Kim are married
Kanye.
The
for
old one.
now.
That's the one who
the
got.
old.
Well, she's not that old, is she?
Well, the
She's the
older
older-
one.
she's the one.
Is
that,
she the oldest? That
Kim-
She's the
older.
one that made them popular, right?
She's the one that got famous off the sex tape that she did with. I don't know. I don't
Didn't,
know.
and then they had their show.
yeah,
And
they have
there's
their
a show
show.
that just got
Have
got
you seen
canceled
that?
like the other day.
Have you
and
seen their show?
people are
when
flipping
Kanye's
their
on
shit.
it?
Not seen their show.
When no.
Period.
So okay. I've not seen their show.
I'd
I've seen
imagine
clips of when Kanye's on it, and he's like avoiding the camera.
probably.
He's like trying to get out of there.
Shut
that would suck
the fuck
ass.
up.
Oh, that'd be so. Could you imagine?
Kanye is
da-
just an
imagine
anomaly of a
dating
person.
or being married, God forbid, to someone who has their own like reality TV
Kanye's
show.
avoiding the cameras. That's
For
what I
their
would do.
family.
I wouldn't want
I don't know if I would.
to be annoying.
Oh
I
my
I
God.
kind of feel bad for Kanye, but at the same time,
I'm sure they all put on. Although I bet you they're relatively, or who knows?
Yeah,
I
who
bet you they
knows?
put on personalities for the show.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And
they
that
present
just
themselves a
makes it
certain way.
I mean,
worse.
Kanye is just like batshit crazy, and I genuinely feel bad for him because the people that he's
Well, doesn't he
around,
have like
Well, he's
psychosis or
bipolar.
they're
something?
He's
not.
bipolar,
he's
so I mean,
bipolar along with
You just
probably.
made
I don't want to
him
call
a
him
disabled
crazy
person
because
on
he's
that.
just.
No. I
he
feel
has
bad for him.
mental health issues.
People are around him aren't helping him. He's not getting the help that he needs. Instead
Who
of-
knows what he's getting? He could be getting help.
Well, we don't
At this
know.
point, we just don't know.
But it doesn't seem like it. Like for him.
Well, that whole presidential thing seemed
yeah,
like he was
I
in
mean,
a
it's just a whole.
that seemed like he was in a
clusterfuck.
manic-
It really is.
manic
Manic
s-
episode
state, yeah.
state.
is he
yeah.
still officially part of the ballot?
I don't know.
In some states
he might
he
be
is.
a write-in. I think.
The only state that it matters that he's on though is Minnesota,
Yeah.
because it's the only state that's the only swing
That he
state
got
that
to
he's
in
on.
within time.
There's some other ones that he's on, but they're not
So if he
swing
messed
states.
that one up, he could.
Yeah.
He could mess up the whole election.
Probably, I don't think he will. He's
No, who in
Unlikely.
Minnesota is going to vote for Kanye?
very few
West?
people are actually gonna vote for him.
yeah, that's
he can't win either. The amount of states he's in, even if he won all of them, he would not.
Yeah,
be
I
able
mean
to
that's
win.
just not enough delegate. So that's another thing that kind of pisses me off about this country is the way voting is, like with the popular vote.
I like
and
how we went from Travis Scott Burger to
That's another
the
thing that pisses
electoral
me off about
college.
this country.
You want to know what really grinds my gears?
Travis Scott Burger.
Bipolar people. Fucking Kanye West.
God, dude, it's
Kane.
just such a like. I want.
Actually, he doesn't bother me that much.
He
I
doesn't-
just don't listen to his music, and
I just.
I guess he wanted to be president.
I'd
That's
want
all I
to
know.
pick his brain, like genuinely sit down and not have one of those conversations with him where it's him being manic, but like actually talk to him in a clear sense of mind and go, dude, are you actually like this caricature that you make yourself? Like, or is that, are you putting that on? Is it a manic state when you're like that? Like, how is this work? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it seems like he's not just one person, especially from going from George Bush doesn't care about black people to Make America Great Again and thank you, Kanye, very cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a polar jump.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know, something has to change. I mean, also, he's probably made a shit ton of money, and rich people like keeping on to their money. But there had to be some, like, catatonic event that just...
I don't know. I mean, it
in
seems
his
like
head.
his
Yeah, I think-
religious aspect has become stronger and
Yeah.
stronger because he's
And
now
his
like,
core values, yeah.
now he's campaigning saying like
Jesus talk.
we need to put Jesus back in the schools, you know, like a social conservative kind of standpoint.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know, that might be part of it. I don't really know what his
Put
deal
Jesus back in the schools.
is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So there's a person I follow on Snapchat. Someone who
Oh.
we went to middle school with and elementary.
What does her name start with?
Not gonna say who it is at all.
Well, then we probably all have them
But
added. I mean, I'd
no,
assume.
you guys.
Anyway.
Lorenz, you might. Andres, I don't think you. Maybe. Who knows? Anyways,
I mean, I have 'em,
I
whatever.
guess he's super religious. And he was posting videos, like cartoon animated videos of like Jesus like walking through. I don't. Where did he get his shit rocked by the Romans? What city was that? Where they
I don't,
crucified him?
Where he got crucified, I don't know.
I don't know where it
from
happened.
Nazareth.
He's from. Well, I don't think
I'm
Where
he
did
was,
that
Jewish.
happen? I don't know. He's walking through that
don't
city.
think he was crucified in Nazareth.
He was
though.
he's walking
Maybe,
through that
I don't
city
know.
holding the cross, and he's like bleeding and.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I
it like
don't
a
know.
kid's comic?
No, it's like animated, and it's not. And he captioned it, "This is what our Savior did for us." Which is like, you know what? You're religious.
Okay,
I'm fine
I don't
with
disagree with that.
But it was.
why
just,
are you posting that? We
I
all
started
know
laughing. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't. I was dying. I was dying because he posted previously, something about, I don't know, cars, probably really nice cars.
something that was just
Something
like
about
non-religious, like
something
just
about food, and just like
normal
normal people
Snapchat
shit.
stuff. Yeah.
Maybe something about like
The one
a
where
rap,
it's just like the panning of
a rap
like,
music.
their like landscape,
Yeah,
whatever. Like I'm
um,
here and it's this time.
Oh, he keeps
Those.
Elevation.
posting videos of his hair. My hair. That's not even caption.
Fresh
Look at my
cut.
hair.
Look at my
Look at
hair.
my
And then I'm seeing all this, and then you have to imagine the next thing I see is this cartoon version
Jesus
of
did this for
Jesus
us.
brutally getting beat and made like stoned
Crucified.
as he walks through
Interesting.
whatever ancient city this is and gets crucified and dies for everyone's sins.
Yeah.
It was just hilarious, and I just thought it was, you know what, ballsy of him to post
my
that.
thinking with like everything in general is, I can take
Wow.
a joke. You should be able to take a
Oh.
joke. I
What?
get to ridicule. if
Are
you,
you saying this because I was talking about religion?
No,
Are
no,
you
no,
just
no, no,
moving
no.
Carson,
on
you're a
to-
no, no,
Catholic.
I'm just saying.
I am a Catholic.
I'm
So
just
it's
saying in
alright.
general, like
yeah, so
can
I
clown.
can say it.
No,
I can
it'll
say
come.
it.
It'll come full circle. If
Yeah,
I post,
I can say it.
if I post some shit on my Snapchat about like, like
you never would.
I'm at a car meet.
already
I'm at a
tell.
car meet with these guys, or I'm, this is awesome Mexican food I just got, and then I
Yeah.
post the Holocaust actually happened, and if you disagree, unfollow me right now. A puff emoji.
Yeah, but that's
Then you get
That's
to
a
make
lot
fun
less
of me.
controversial though.
that's it.
It
lot
would be
less
kind of
controversial.
funny just because of how random.
Well, depending on who you
Yeah, it
ask.
is.
That's
But-
yeah, but I mean, it would just.
If you're
it
gonna
would
put
be
it out
funny.
there,
it would be funny.
My point is, if you're gonna put it out there, be ready to be laughed at.
It was just
One of those things where it completely
Especially
caught
with
you off
religion,
guard.
you
Yeah.
know, amongst
it was ballsy. It
in
was
this area, you know.
I respect and love everyone. I mean, I judge people off the content of their character, but that shit just, it's funny.
Yeah,
I would laugh if someone said that Holocaust thing, or I saw that, because it'd just be so random.
or like the religious. The
Yeah.
caption, it was, "This is what our Savior did for us." He's like informing everyone on his story. Like,
Mhm.
look, if you don't know, this is.
If you
what our
didn't already
Savior-
know,
if you, it's in this animated cartoon. This is what Jesus did for us.
Yeah. I mean,
that was the
that for me
post.
kind of annoys me sometimes,
It makes
especially
me-
amongst like Christians.
putting
like
it
the,
upon, like
the
forcing
need.
it upon you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it makes it questions. It makes me question. His
It's like
purposes.
this is what Jesus did for us. Like
Yeah,
he's
this
trying
is
to tell
for
you,
us.
like
Well,
everyone on.
There's
this is
a-
my, it's like an
There's a
imposing
line
belief,
between being enthusiastic about something
especially in
and
America.
between being like, there's a difference between saying, "Hey, this is my religion. We're cool. We like people, and this, this guy
That
did
would've
this
been
thing
funny.
for us, and we appreciate what he did, and we think you'll appreciate
That
what
would have
he
been
did."
hilarious if that's what
Yeah.
he posted.
And there's-
just black, like just a black screen. Hey, so I'm Catholic, and Jesus died for our sins. I don't want to force this upon anyone, and that was the whole
Right.
post.
Well, there's
that
After
would
a
still be
previous
that'd be
post
even funnier.
Hey, look at my hair. So Jesus died for our sins, guys, and
That'd
that's
make me laugh too.
it's like a paragraph
there's
of
just
him
a
explaining
difference.
it, but not being too pushy.
I mean,
It's a
part of it, the
difference-
reason it's funny too is just because it's something you wouldn't expect.
It's just
totally
random.
not
especially
expected.
after a series of other things
It
that
does
were
Right.
completely non-related.
Why?
Yeah.
I guess, like, is it actually to spread the word of Jesus or God? Is that really, or is it more just like,
Who knows?
I don't know. It
You
just
should
I mean,
ask
I-
him.
Are
question.
you-
I'm not gonna ask him.
Why did you?
Are you trying
why'd
to
you
get
He's a
post
nice
this?
guy.
clout?
I remember
Like,
him being
what do you-
really
you
nice.
trying to
and
convert us?
Yeah, what he's. posts. I remember him being cool. I still think he's cool, nice, but it was just funny. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Oh man. Yeah, that
Hmm.
what people post on Snap sometimes is
I just skip
Snap
through.
in general is a cesspool. Snapchat, that is.
Twitter is more of a cesspool.
I'm sure,
I
but-
live on Twitter. That
But
shit's
Snap,
grody.
the thing with
The
Snap,
things that are posted on Snapchat they seem very egocentric to me.
yep,
Because
exactly.
it's like, look at me, I'm doing this, look, whatever.
I'm in Tahoe.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at my
just, I
car.
don't, you know,
It's
like
all
you're
about
trying to prove
documenting your
something,
life and showing it to
It's
that's why social media
putting
is a
out an
pissing
image. Yeah,
match. Like that's
that's why I just don't post
That's
anything.
why
'cause I don't-
it bothers me more than Twitter because you
Well, I don't-
Twitter
I
is
don't
like,
have
it's
Hey,
Twitter.
here's
crazy
this dude
to be
getting shot in the
crazy
head.
sometimes. Yeah, it's
Like
just crazy
that.
to be
Probably,
crazy,
yeah.
funny to be funny, and sexual to be sexual. Snapchat is like a bunch of like
it's just a competition.
social
of clout.
filters and like weird normal. I don't know. Now
That's why the only thing I'd want to post on
I sound like a cerebral kid.
the-
Social
the one-
filters.
yeah, it's not that deep.
It's
really,
not. It really isn't. But it's
but
funnier because it's
It's
the mainstream. It's like
right, that's what's normal.
It's
the,
just-
the only thing. Sometimes I'm tempted. I've said this before. You know, people on their story will be like, "Thanks for the birthday wishes."
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I see so much of those that I just what I want to do is like for like a week straight, every single night, just post "Thanks for the birthday wishes"
the birthday
consecutively,
wishes.
back to back.
Have everyone be like,
Oh
Just
my
as like
God.
a huge
Remember
middle finger
on-
to everyone who does that because it's just so annoying.
Remember when we saw? Not gonna say his name, but you know.
Yeah, I know you're
he
talking about
posted
already.
on his story.
This
Oh
one, I
my
kind
God.
of had respect for this one
I-
because he didn't even
yeah.
try to like.
This is ballsy. He doesn't give a fuck.
What did
He
he
doesn't give a
post?
fuck about social filters. He wants people to know, hey guys, it's my birthday in an hour. Like that's what he posted.
Yeah, like
Hey,
grateful for another year.
Grateful for
it's
another
my
year.
birthday today.
It's my B day, cake
usually,
day,
Usually
C
they're
day.
like, thanks for the birthday wishes, or they're like have a video of their party and they're like, thanks, you know.
I don't
thanks,
know. I
everybody.
don't know who
This
you're talking
one was
about, but I
like-
have a pretty good guess.
This-
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk.
that's
after.
pretty ballsy. I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't even try to like be subtle about it because that's
It
almost more
doesn't give a
annoying when they're
fuck.
trying to be like,
If it's your birthday and no
navigate
one
and-
says happy birthday to you,
I'm sure
by
he got
all
happy
means
birthdays.
post it's my birthday today. Ya ya roo.
yeah. I don't even.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I don't. Fuck. I forgot the first time it was someone's birthday and people were posting about it. Like, you know, because everyone posts when it's someone's birthday. At least among our generation and our social group. Happy birthday on their story.
Mhm.
And I forget the original reasoning behind why I didn't. I think because I didn't. I've thought, you know, face to face or just like a personal text would be better.
yeah.
Or maybe it was like a.
You don't want to leave
I don't want
other
to
people
just
out.
post it and you know, it's like kind of in your face. I don't know. I forgot the original reasoning, but basically now that I haven't posted anyone's birthday in forever, I can't just start up at someone's birthday because I'll look like a dick to everyone whose birthday I haven't posted.
Yeah, I
about.
know.
So now
It's such
just
a
like,
stupid thing.
now
that's
I'm just like, all right, whenever it's someone's birthday, I just text them happy birthday and I don't post about it and I just text them one.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not, you know.
I'll do a personal text. It just really all depends on the person. Like I don't like for me, I don't give a shit if you get mad at me for not telling you happy birthday publicly. If you get pissed off about that, I don't want to talk to you. You're not the type of person
Either
that I
they're
wanna
not your close
spend
friends.
my time with.
Yeah.
Or you're a petty motherfucker that only cares about other people congratulating
They're
you.
definitely not. Yeah. A close friend would
I'll,
never
you
care.
know, like I'll reach out to the homies on their birthday and say happy birthday, or I'll post something about someone because I want people to know that I fucking love that person like dearly.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I have nothing
otherwise,
against people who.
I'll sometimes
Yeah, I mean,
post
it's
if
happy
you post
birthday, have a
about
good
someone
ass
else's
day.
birthday, like whatever. That right
like,
now that
for
seems
me,
like the
it
thing.
annoys me, but I don't. Ultimately, I don't care.
Yeah.
You do. You
It doesn't
whatever.
change
Not
how
big
I
a
look
deal.
at someone. If someone
Just-
posts
yeah, you
happy
do
birthday
you.
about
I
a friend of
mean,
theirs,
It's not
I'm
for me.
I don't think any
It's
less
not for
or
me
any more of them.
personally.
But yeah, it's
And it does
definitely
kind of
not my
take me
thing.
off, but it's not. Doesn't take me off to the point where I'm like.
I also don't know
Whatever.
anyone's birthday.
Neither do I.
I don't know
I
either
will
of
not be the
yours.
first
Birthdays
person
in
to
general
Jars.
are such a weird. I remember there's like one person where I would say like happy birthday, and then I
Yeah.
forgot one year, and now it's coming up. So it's do I say it?
Do I go?
Do I?
Do I don't know.
You
It's
know?
weird.
Because then it's like why'd you skip
How
one
about you
year?
send them a personal
It's weird.
letter, longhand,
A
in
personal
the
phone call.
Tell
Maybe
them you're sorry for not
Send
telling them
them
happy
an
birthday
edible
last year.
arrangement.
An edible arrangement. Oh, what's the meat version of edible arrangement where you send steaks?
Carnivorous creations or some shit.
I don't know. There's one where you can
That's-
send meat.
I would much
I
rather
remember
have
there's
that.
one. I would take the meat one.
Dude,
that
if
sounds
you
like
I
send me
would
some
take the
goddamn
meat one.
venison steaks on my birthday,
Yeah.
I'd take that over.
they had a lot of
honeydew
quality
anything.
quality cuts. They had prime rib, any
I'm not
cut
a
of
fan
steak,
venison.
pork chops, whatever you want. I'd take that over whatever.
I knew someone who worked at one of those places, or their mom worked
Interesting.
Edible Creations. Yeah, bouquets. Is, trying to think of something that rhymes with bouquet that means edible.
That's too specific.
Something bouquets.
Bougie bouquets.
No, food. A food item. Bread bouquets.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh! I think I'd still like the meat one over a bread bouquet.
Bread
Yeah.
bouquet. So, do we think that edible arrangements is still profitable these days?
What?
Maybe. I mean,
May-
if anything, they're making more money now because it's like you can't see your friends, so you're gonna send them an edible arrangement for their birthday or whatever. You know. Maybe. I mean, I feel like if anything, it would have
I'm so sorry. That was a horrible
possibly.
segue.
What were we talking about before?
We were talking
Edible.
Ooh, I got
What's it called?
Sports are back. Sports are back.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Basketball and football are back, and as far as I can
My-
tell, they're here to stay.
My favorite thing about them so far, because I don't watch. The only thing I watched was that Raptors Celtics game like a few days
Uh-huh.
ago, because that was a really
Yesterday, I
good
think.
game.
That was exciting, yeah.
Wasn't it yesterday?
No, that was the last one. I don't
Yeah.
know who won that
There
actually.
was one a couple
was
like
game
the first
6.
Game, yeah.
Game 6 that I watched. But aside from that, I know just how they've treated the stands, the audience. That's
Yeah.
been really funny. The NBA, they have like their discount Zoom Microsoft version because they're sponsored by
no.
Microsoft or something. So the crowd is like Zoom, fake Zoom people.
Do they put
Projected-
like
projected
cardboard
onto the
cutouts
seats?
in the?
It's just like one
That's what
big like
baseball's
screen,
doing.
and they're all like projected like they're in seats, sort of, you know.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're way bigger, you know.
Yeah.
There's not as many, but they're all there and they're like signaling, like yeah, with their shirts on, you know. And they've had some celebrities too.
That's kind of exciting. I mean,
It's
I would
something.
imagine if
And then
you're a
they put-
sports
That's
fan.
funny.
They put the crowd sounds too, you know,
Yeah.
like
Dun,
Uh,
dun, dun, dun,
baseball.
dun. That's baseball, yeah.
baseball. They just have a like where they can't like you know you have the camera on the pitcher's perspective.
Uh-huh.
Just that shot is filled with like a few cutouts, but then you see the whole thing, and besides that, like those 4 rows,
Yeah.
there's nothing. It's just those cutouts. They have the crowd.
I thought
sounds
they were
though,
doing
too.
Zoom projection or like some kind of projection in
Nope,
baseball.
Not the baseball. Baseball is just cutouts.
Well,
Just
I
I
cutouts.
think for football,
Football, I don't know.
they
I haven't-
actually had people come to this. Yeah, that's right. I did. I heard that. They
Oh, wow.
had people in the stadium. Everyone had to wear a mask. Yeah, I was
Spread
listening to it
out.
on the radio on the one against the I'm not a sports person. I
I don't
apologize dearly.
football,
It was
I don't-
either the Redskins or the Indians. And
They're getting
said-
a name
I was
change.
Didn't
listening
they
on,
change
they're
their
getting a
name?
name change, but I was listening
They're still
on the radio,
Redskins for now.
and
I
it
think.
said masks are required and headdresses are prohibited. So you can't wear your Native American headdress to games
well, yeah,
because
'cause that would be-
it's not appropriate.
Interesting.
It's not appropriate anymore. Here's the dog. It's a big dog, guys. Oh
We
my
got a
god.
bull
Oh my God.
mastiff. Her name's Golly. She's great.
Yeah, I don't keep up with sports.
No, me
I just
neither.
know the Giants.
I used to
What
follow.
was it, the
I used
Rockies?
to follow baseball and basketball when I was
Yeah,
a lot younger.
I used
but
to
now
follow baseball
not
more.
anymore.
I just thought it was
I still
funny.
watch baseball clips all the
there's
time. I love watching
sometimes-
baseball clips.
I'll be like, the dog's stiffing me. Sorry.
Don't bark. Do not bark. Be very disappointed in you if you bark it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll catch a basketball game sometimes. But
I pretty
not
much only watch the
usually.
baseball clips. John Boy Media. It's his channel I watch, and he analyzes different baseball
Baseball.
clips, but it's hilarious.
I see. Well, I think the dog was a sign that
That it was
concluded
time.
that we've reached our end for today.
So that went pretty well. I enjoyed
For
that.
having no topics, really.
Yeah.
I
Kind of
think-
pulled that one out of our asses.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week we'll have a different set of people
Mhm.
in some way, somehow. We were not sure yet.
And
Yes.
stuff to
And-
talk about.
Definitely stuff to talk
Topics, yes.
about. And yeah, that's I think that's it.
That's it. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
This
Yeah.
is the name of the podcast.
This is the name of the podcast.
Adios.
Have a wonderful morning, evening, sleep, whatever time it is where you're
Sayonara.
listening from. Sayonara.